I don't think you are ready for Freddy.
I don't think you're ready to slam jam.
Welcome to the Fear Fiction Podcast. Fearfic is the term for short horror fiction, mostly posted on the web. It includes any and all related subgenres. Join three assholes talking basement goo Slimebeast, inebriated interstellar traveler Abysmii, and irritable ghostly man-horde Dead Pallet, as they read all stories horror and internet-related, paragraph by paragraph, and bullshit while they do it. From adolescent revenge fantasies to subtle postmodern narratives about real-life events and everything in between, they read it and critique. You better believe it. Kick it to the cold open, white boy.
Okay, are we doing terrible episodes where we're drunk?
I mean, I'm drinking.
Okay. Let's, do you have a shot glass with you?
No. Give me
Do you have a shock glass, an electrified glass?
It was a terrible thing to put liquid in. That's a good way to get kids not to drink, is just electrify a shot glass and give it to them. Here, drink this, Billy. I don't want to do this.
This is what drinking is always like. Always and forever.
Remember, kids, drinking is for dopes, and dope is for drinkers.
Yeah, so don't be either of those. You'll never play Fortnite again. I don't know. What do you threaten? Do parents take away Fortnite these days?
If you keep playing, if you keep drinking, if you grow up to be a drinker, you're never going to learn to be a social media influencer.
You'll never get another Victory Royale.
You never get another chicken dinner, okay?
Chicken dinner? What's that from? We don't even know that.
You got a shot port?
Yep.
Boomers and their PUBG.
What are you drinking?
Really expensive scotch my firm bought me.
Oh, cool. That's a perfect thing to shoot.
Yep.
Bottoms up. Oh, God.
I'm drinking liquids.
What's this burning sensation? Oh, man, I really wish I could do a Fat Albert. I don't know.
Me too. I don't know how to do it.
Everyone wishes they could do Fat Albert.
Yours is, like, at least, like, passable. Slimebeast is, like, really good, but, like, I can't do one at all.
I can't do Fat Albert, and I'm Fat Albert.
Okay, Abysmii, where have you been?
Got arrested and was a short, and by, case, standpoint, short is 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, got arrested, got canceled at the same time.
Right,
the two were kind of linked, but it's all good. I got acquitted,
So that means you definitely didn't do it. Yeah.
Well, on the second one, who knows? I quit Twitter, so everyone knows what they're saying about me more than I do.
You're a Twitter quitter.
I did quit Twitter. That's true.
Goddamn.
Probably should have stayed on to have headed this up with the past, but yeah, and we went rock climbing, Paprika and I, and she was playfully throwing the shoes and the harness at me.
Mm-hmm.
And so the ice pick.
She was playfully throwing her shoes at me to try to get my attention and holding her hand out as she fell. Very playful.
Help me, my bindings have come loose. Oh god, I'm gonna die.
Ooh woo, my bindings have come loose, Daddy. Ooh woo.
Why are you cutting the rope? Please stop. I love you.
Playfully shooting flares at me while I'm trying to sleep in the middle of the night.
Shut up! Kick her out of the cave. No, it was an indoor gym. So she's doing that, and I go to say something playful back, but it was one of those moments where in the middle of what you're saying, you're like, I can do better than that. I can be more clever. So instead of saying you're cruising for a bruising, I said you're cruising for a domestic abusing.
Mm-hmm.
And immediately regretted that and said I probably shouldn't have said that out loud in public
on the PA system.
And she thought it was really funny, which is that's good. But everyone else did not think that was funny, and they called the cops on my ass immediately. So it happens.
Yeah. And so Abysmii is back from his prison sentence. And you said you went up to the
Didn't go to prison.
You went up to the biggest guy in the prison, beat him up.
No, luckily.
You're under house arrest, and just Paprika comes up to you with like a butch cut and like prison tattoos all over her. It's just like, who's the new meat?
God damn it. Nice ankle bracelet. I see you love jewelry. Hold my pocket. All right.
The domestic abuse and joke is real. Of course, the prison time and the case is not real. No, actually, my firm was one of the firms suing Black Division, and people who are following that know that shit's kind of going down now.
Okay.
But the good news is, and
we
I
need to specify
be saying this
quickly before you move on. We need to specify for our audience. we're talking about Blizzard, Activision, Black Division. We are not talking about the early 2000s rap group Black Division, okay? Just so you know. Go ahead.
Well, I mean, they're co-defendants, so we wouldn't be suing them.
Why the hell are we here? What the fuck?
We're suing Black Division because they stole our name. That's not a thing.
Is Black Division like seeking to like end the feud between the Bloods and the Crips? They're like, we're tired of Black Division.
Maybe. I was thinking more like they were dressed like they were in a Tom Clancy novel in their rap videos.
Oh God.
Or
they're all dressed up like Sam Fisher.
It's just a Vision from Marvel, but he's black.
Yeah, there you go. DP, you want to continue with that line of thought? What would his catchphrase be?
Okay. I don't know what his catchphrase would be. It's just... No.
Man.
No, we're done.
Tony, you said that this robot was based on your intelligence? Yes, well, you see, did you ever see Tropic Thunder? Okay, anyway.
Oh, Christ. So, how's the lawsuit going?
Yeah, well, again, probably shouldn't be telling anybody this, but we're settling.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be very, very favorable for our clients, which is great. Lots of money, lots of required reforms and changes that Blizzard Activision should already be implementing,
mm-hmm.
but they have to be sued to do so. Finer note is that once a month, at any point in time, we can call up the board of directors of Blizzard Activision and tell them to do the funky chicken.
Oh.
So we've been doing that during their board meetings, which are live streamed, and it's very entertaining.
So that's why they're not getting anything done.
Yeah, that's why.
We are responsible for Overwatch 2's massive delays.
I'm just picturing like an elderly CEO going, "Do the fucking chicken now, ha ha ha! Do the fucking chicken now, ha!" Oh, just like having a heart attack in the boardroom. But also, I'm sorry. Can I just quickly? Can you? Do you have the right to like rename their characters?
No, unfortunately, we couldn't get IP control.
Damn.
But we did ask. But you compromise. You can't get everything.
I was really wanting to get McCree from Cassidy to McCree 2.
God damn it.
Electric Boogaloo.
Make his new alt. He has a new alt, guys. It's called the Double Down. It fits because he's a gambler. Speaking of gambling,
it's Cosby time.
Yeah. Instead of Moira, they could call her Me Too. Anyway, so what are we reading?
We're reading NES Godzilla.
All right.
Which is a story that everyone wants us to read, but no, we're not doing that.
This is the story of a girl who was trapped in the Godzilla world. And while
the creature looks so sad in cartridge tabs.
But you'll absolutely love the artwork and nothing else.
God damn. Ouch.
So, sorry.
We will have to at some point, instead of doing like a full NES rundown, like read it and individually and then just do the episode. Because like,
fuck that. We're not reading the whole thing live recording. No.
We could kind of do a internet historian thing where we just like take a real story and then just like abridge it. It would be like a high production thing, but it'd be better than just fucking reading all of it because it's such a slog.
Like Dragon Ball Z abridged. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Kai, yeah.
Speaking of controversies, so...
Speaking of Kamiar's Yu-Gi-Oh! Dub, where the fuck is that?
Never gonna happen.
Never gonna happen.
Let's read Small Town Rules by Lori. Lori is a patron of ours, so we are going to go extra hard on her story. That's how that works.
Wait. Phrasing. She's a viewer of ours, so we're going to go extra hard on her. No, that's grooming.
We're going to be extra hard. We're going to punish her.
No.
We're going to smack her cheeks.
God damn it. Just another small town rule. Growing up in this lonely pool? I don't know.
Let's okay, small town rules. I hope so I'm getting the premise that this is going to be a more what?
I'm getting the premise that this is going to be about small town rules.
So stink feeling.
Well, it could be small town's rule, just with incorrect grammar. I don't know.
I see.
Small town rule. Maybe it's just small town rule. That's never mind. Let's get into it.
Let's read. I'll read the first line here of the story, which we assume is going to be a rules pasta. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
My small town rules. Oh, okay.
Damn it.
That's what it means.
No, you're fucking around. Let me actually start reading the story, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You know the order. I go first. Okay. Small town rules. I live in New York City, New York. No, I'm getting the premise that this is going to be a more Ashcan take on a small town, on a rules pasta. So I'm hoping that that's what we're going to get. And I know, Abysmii, you said that you edited this?
Yeah,
this?
full disclosure, Lori did run this by me over a year ago, I think, at this point, for like editing. So I remember a little bit. It's definitely going to be revisiting almost afresh for me.
Okay.
But I remember liking it.
Well, if it was over a year ago, then those memories are lost to the sauce.
No
way.
No.
No way chronic boozer Abysmii remembers any of that.
I barely remember the last 2 months, so we're good.
Yeah, I can't remember all of the names. Listen, when you've seen that many women that were sexually harassed, you just lose track, okay? Listen, there were so many women on the Cosby Suite. Small town rules. I don't go into the cornfields at night. Shall I start reading the story?
Yes.
Yeah, because that's a lie. We know you go into the cornfield constantly.
Yeah, I do.
That's why they keep catching fire.
This does feel like Dead Palette bait of like, anyway, there were cornfields. And I'm like, fuck yeah, there were cornfields! Woo! Woo!
All right, let me actually read the starting line of the story. I don't eat corn chips.
It's sacrilege.
That's not true. I definitely eat corn chips. That's what my parents told my siblings and I as we were growing up. It was just one of our common rules we learned. Like, don't take candy from strangers, or don't wear loose clothing around an auger.
Yeah, Mr. Auger will whip those pants right off you.
Why are you wearing baggy pants?
It's me, Mr. Auger, hello!
Do you ever see somebody unironically sagging the living daylights out of their pants? And it's just like, buddy, you have to wear, you don't have any free hands because your hands are holding up your pants. What are you doing?
Thing is, they are not like going anywhere. They're like posted up, so they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
The weird thing is Zoomers have discovered really tight jeans and pre-ripped jeans, which I thought we had buried back in the early aughts, where they should have stayed. It's still not a good look. It wasn't back then, and it's not now.
Yeah, and if anybody out there thinks that Zoomers look good in these pants, I want to ask you one thing. Are you a Zoomer too? Because if not, prison.
There's a flow chart here.
I want the big ass Junko jeans to come back, but I don't want it to be like, emo kids. I want it to be a different demographic.
Are those like the new bell bottoms, or what were those?
Junko jeans, the big old goth trenchy jeans,
like bell bottoms.
No, they weren't bell bottoms. Bell bottoms can come back; those are fine.
Bell bottoms for goths.
Goth bottoms.
Hell bottoms.
Well,
for whom the bell bottoms toll.
For whom the goth bottoms. Yeah, there we go. Wasn't our family just our family?
That's me. For whom the goth bottoms.
All right. Wasn't just our family either. It was all the kids in the small town were told at an early age. Made sense due to the magnitude of the farm surrounding the town.
The sheer magnitude.
Corn as far as the eye could see. Fields being plowed by augers. The magnitude.
Dung heaps the size of Mount Everest, with just as many corpses at the top.
Hey, you know what? The larger the farm, the more rules attached to it. So that actually tracks, even though it's not the word.
There you go.
See, here's the thing. They have a specific way of harvesting the corn in this farm. They don't just throw augers in there. They want to stay away from
that's how they do it. They just throw augers into the field.
No, at night.
Turn them on and let them go.
At night, they just have a machine that causes earthquakes, magnitudes of earthquakes, and the corn just shakes off the stalk.
I see.
Okay.
That's why you don't go in at night. I already figured out your fucking dumb story, Lori, okay?
Isn't that just the plot to Burlesque?
Sure. Yeah, let's go with that.
The plot to Baraska is...
Don't read it.
God damn it.
I'm sorry, C.K. Walker. I like some of your other stories, but Baraska is kind of not good.
Well, I mean, that's the unfair thing. Everyone just remembers Baraska and nothing else from C.K. Walker, and C.K. Walker has written other better stories, and yeah.
It's just a story that's just...
It's the one.
Hey, what if a lot of rape? And it's just like, yeah?
What if interesting build-up and then just ass loads of rape?
Just ass loads of rape.
God damn it. Do I sense another t-shirt with Abysmii's picture?
It's been a hot minute. You're going to get me embroiled in another lawsuit.
Made sense due to the multitude. I was literally going to say magnitude again.
God damn it.
Multitude of farms surrounding the town, even had a few fields inside of town.
You tried to stock the cornfields.
They had fields and farms, and they even had a few hollers.
Mm-hmm. You leave school, the bell rings, everybody leaves class, and you all go out of the school into the massive cornfield surrounding the school.
Did either of you watch the Heart-She-Holler?
The what?
No.
The Archie versus who?
Archie versus Jason.
Oh.
The Heart-She-Holler. It was one of the few good live-action things on Adult Swim, but it was fucking weird. Every year or so, we'd get reports of kids missing in the cornfields near late summer/early autumn. They'd usually be found fine, a bit terrified, but when you can easily get lost among the tall stalks, it's understandable to be a little shaken up.
What are they, scared of corn? Fucking babies. Stupid.
Tall Stocks here for being a little bit terrified, a little shaken up. I don't know how to make
Tall
this.
Stocks corn maze. Leave your kids here.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
All right.
He just stares at the camera.
He's just eating roast beef with like a few things of corn on the side, cobs of corn on the side.
Leave your kids with me.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
What if, okay, Super Bowl commercial, you know how they can be really brief? Just a guy sitting there eating dinner and he goes, leave your kids with me, and then it ends.
Like, if the Super Bowl's even around in 10 years, that's probably what it's going to have to devolve into, because they are 10 years behind current humor. But it will just be like, and everyone's going to vie for so much fucking advertising time. It's going to be micro ads at that point.
That is going to be the interesting thing to see. I'm really hoping for some like weird, like, it's not funny unless boomers are fucking freaked out and confused. If they start thinking that they're like getting Alzheimer's and they're like did I actually see that? Yes. No, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, a commercial comes on and goes, hey, Grandpa, it's me, Tim. I'm trapped in your television. Help me.
I remember like 15 years ago, the standout ad was a dude walking down a street with jeans on. It was like a Levi's ad or something, but it was like an early CGI thing of just having his legs go fucking crazy. And that was it. That was the ad. I was like, that's memorable. That's actually interesting. They need to do more shit like that.
I remember one where I think it was like a guy playing music in his garage with a monkey, and they just play music for a little bit, and then the text comes up on the screen and it says, well, we just wasted $1 million. The commercial ad.
Right.
I don't even remember what product it was. I was only 16 when I got lost in the cornfields at night. Only 16. It was back in 1999. Crossover.
It's gonna be a bear! Shit, Mr. Bear!
This takes place in Brampton.
Yeah,
it was back in 1999 when our school started teaching computer class and had internet access. I wandered out into the cornfield trying to find the internet.
Oh my god. Is this character going to Yahoo message Mr. Bear?
Yes. My friends and I created Yahoo accounts and installed Yahoo Messenger so we could chat privately together while waiting in computer class. Sometimes we would just sneak into random chat rooms to talk with other people.
That's a great detail. And I remember, I think it was like 5th grade when we first had computer class, and we were like, that's really cool. Oh, there's an encyclopedia. There's Microsoft Encarta. That's really cool. How do I play pinball? I want to play pinball.
I remember
lots of pinball.
I remember my classmates being like, an encyclopedia. Oh, it doesn't let you search up, vagina. Oh, well.
Oh, no, I found tits like first thing.
Yeah. They have like different copies where it's like, that topic is not listed. Like, fuck.
Can we get a Super Bowl ad that's literally just like, Omegle, meet random people, and it's just like a normal ad, and then a bunch of boomers are just like, you know what, I think I'll give that a try.
Chatterbate.
Oh, I went on the Omegle and I met this man. He started hailing Hitler and saying all these racist things, but then I met someone I didn't like, and he was... Grandpa. Oh my god.
I went
he somehow
and I stayed there for 15 minutes.
He somehow managed to get, he stretched his anus apart, and somehow he had a tattoo of a swastika inside his anus, I swear.
God damn it.
And that's when I got offended.
Yes. Oh, it was backward.
There was a little bit of poop.
There was 2 girls. They had 1 cup. I wasn't happy about it.
Grandpa, did you get arrested for exposing yourself to underage people on Omegle again? I forgot they could see me. I just got out of the shower.
How do you turn the webcam off?
What is a webcam? Grandpa, why do you have 5 webcams? I don't know.
I bought a home security system. This is 5 webcams you have pointed at your bathroom. This isn't a security system.
Why are they all
I
angled directly toward your crotch? I don't know how to set them up. I don't know.
I didn't want people to. I wanted to make sure there was no one there to see my crotch. In retrospect, I'm seeing the issue I caused.
I'm paranoid about bathroom invaders.
Yes.
I want to get to my Meshuggah.
During World War II, the Germans had the bathroom invader force. The BIF. Oh, God.
The Pumskaver.
So somebody look up bathroom and invader and force in Google Translate.
No, don't.
And put that in the comments.
Don't Google that.
Is that an episode title? Bathroom Invader Force?
Yes.
Damn it.
Yes. Bonus points if you do it in German.
First, we control the Scheißen. Then...
If you control the Schweizen, you control the world.
Yes. God damn it.
This
Project.
was...
Then they were all pardoned and accepted into Project Pooperclip.
God damn it! There was some poop joke there, and you found it.
How do you think they invented the bidet? That was Nazi scientists, people.
During the French occupation. Holy shit, yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Did German scientists invent Clippy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no, my childhood.
Clippy canceled?
I see you're trying to fix the German economy. Would you like a suggestion? No.
Have you considered hyperinflation?
Have you considered not going to that communist meeting?
Mm-hmm. God damn.
I see you're trying to open MS Paint.
Would you like to know how to draw
a
a swastika?
God damn it. Would you like to draw a swastika? Put swastika on screen without getting an answer. There you go.
If Clippy gets canceled, I may just quit the internet entirely because I'll have nothing left at that point.
Double. Draw Clippy with a little Hitler mustache. Tweet it out. Hashtag cancel Clippy.
Draw SS Clippy.
Have him holding his little arm up, but you can't really tell what the fuck he's doing because he's a paperclip.
I see you're trying to invade Poland. Do you need help with that?
Oh, okay. Double. Draw that. Use the hashtag cancel Clippy, but have Clippy with a little word balloon where he says Sieg file, okay?
Oh, shit.
Tweet it to Bill Gates and say, what are you really putting in the vaccines, ?
That will immediately get deleted.
Is this the future you want for our children?
That will get double immediately deleted.
We do not need...
Don't do that. Don't do that, Double.
You can't say anything about vaccines at all.
Not really. Unless it's reporting on, scientific articles or something. You can't say anything.
Even then, you're getting into dicey territory. It's weird. This is where I met Andy. I can't recall his username anymore, and I don't even know if Andy was his real name. He had messaged me with Messenger on the Messenger app with the usual "Hey there" and ASL. I responded telling him I was a 16-year-old female in the Midwest.
All right, well, that's your
For
first
all you
mistake.
Zoomers out there, ASL refers to assets, social security number, and liabilities.
Mm-hmm.
No. It stands for ass sussy
licking
license plate.
Ass sussy license plate? What?
What is your ass size? Are you sussy? Do you have
You can't
ASL.
ask someone if they're sus. That defeats the purpose.
ASL stands for ass size loser.
Ass-sized lol.
Okay, everybody out there, just find a random argument on Twitter and just reply to the last person to speak in this heated argument and just say ass size, loser, ?
Just respond to any heated argument with ASL ?
Yeah. Alright, who's what now? Oh, what was the name of the main character in 1999? Elliot?
Yeah.
Okay, not Andy. Oh well, Abysmii.
Andy told me that he was 23, also from the Midwest. So sent a picture of himself.
I'm from the Midwest.
I'm from Minnesota.
I see that you're 16 years old. I'm 23 and from the Midwest, not from Britain.
Too real. I thought he was pretty nice looking.
No,
and he asked
Abysmii, stop reading. We need more of this joke. This joke needs to go on agonizingly long.
No, we don't. Because we beat this into the ground.
What kind of ASL and what sort of pasta do you prefer? God damn it.
It's too real. That's the problem.
No. Okay, so he just recently, aped off Abandoned by Disney. Slimebeast, I need you to do this terrible accent and just reread the entire story and just post it.
God damn it. I should look into, I don't know. It would be legal because anything based on my work is NC by SA, so...
But... I'm not gonna get into that.
Consider the following. He lives in the UK, which is a
true.
good thing. Which is a good thing for him.
Mm-hmm. For anybody wondering who we're talking about, it's
a pedophile.
It's Russian Drone Master 482 with his videos of drones.
It took a bit since I had to borrow a digital camera from a friend for it. When I sent it to him... and he asked if I could send him a picture of myself. It took a bit since I had to borrow a digital camera from a friend for it. When I sent it to him, he told me I was super pretty. How can you be single with that figure? I would totally date a pretty thing like you.
Oh my god, it is Creepypasta the pedophile.
It really is Creepypasta.
Pretty scumfuck.
Did you say that he was a pedophile?
Yeah, Creepypasta, the pedophile period.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, he's purposefully a pedophile.
The dude working at a law firm says allegedly.
Yeah.
The guy not working at a law firm says he lives in the UK. Please, I'm asking for the lawsuit. Please.
You can sue over international lines. It's just completely fucking inefficient and doesn't do anything.
Hey, if he sued over international waters, would he, over international waters where you can have a knife fight, would he then have to come here and discuss this?
No, only if his government extradited him forcibly, why would they do that?
He wouldn't have to leave his island so he could come to be in the case because I have the right to face my accuser.
He's not a citizen, though.
So?
He's a subject, you're right.
He should be citizen in the electric chair.
Damn. Damn.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh god. I mean, you can groom children all day, but when you plagiarize my story, then it's real shit. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. It's a bad joke.
You cannot groom children all day, Slimebeast.
I did a literal spit take.
I'm gonna take another 2-month break.
Okay.
I'm out.
I have to wipe spit off my screen.
Who do we want back? King Mob, Chelsea, or Walnut?
They were all great guests, so either
Walnut
one.
was debatable, but yeah.
Walnut was great because I love that part where anyone tried to talk about Freddy Got Fingered. He was just like, no, stop, no.
Once I figured out we could piss him off with that, it was the best.
It was great.
Oh, God. So,
Abysmii, is there a story that you want to read?
5 sessions of short story 1. Insert whatever.
Double draw Abysmii on a couch with 5 short story 1 standing behind it.
Oh, God.
Number 15. 15 short story 1 story.
God.
Abysmii, read before we continue to talk about Creepypasta. Oh, okay. Slimebeast, continue to read.
You said exactly what town you lived in?
What?
Wait,
No.
what part are we to? Oh, pretty thing like you. Okay.
That's your paragraph.
He was friendly and flirty and British when messaging me and gave me attention that, I felt at the time, not many of my classmates or friends would afford me. After about a month, I considered him a friend, in parentheses, probably even an online boyfriend, and told him exactly what town I lived in. Oof.
So those 2 paragraphs right there set up and say a lot.
And by the way, 90s, this is just incredibly how it was.
Yeah,
like
Stranger
more so
Danger,
than now.
Oh my god! Like you like that detail about I wanted to send a picture. I literally didn't have like a smartphone with a camera and an internet connection. I had to get a digital camera and take a picture and upload it and then send it. Like that's how it was, and that's how innocent and naive we all were.
And
so well,
the thing
at
is,
age anyway.
like Yahoo chats and shit like that in the 90s.
Yeah.
That was one of the mainstream internet services, period. And it was just like rife with just tons of debased and illegal shit.
Uh-huh.
Like, you can't even imagine. It's as if you were running a YouTube account and uploading illegal porn.
Yeah.
Like, you can't imagine that lasting, and you can't imagine that people keeping out of prison. But Yahoo Chat, AIM, all these different things, you would go on there and people would instantly be on you. Like, hey, how old are you? How old are you? How old are you? And if you're underage, or even if you're like 18 or 19, which was, what I was in 1999, it immediately would be like, where are you from? Where are you? You want to meet? It's like, ugh.
Yep.
Like, instantaneous. So it just is crazy to think that was what the mainstream internet was under mainstream corporations.
Well, it really was like the Wild West of the internet. No one knew what was happening. What was going on.
They had no idea they even should have moderators. Like, they had there was no. That all came later.
Yeah,
it was a weird time.
It's a good place to set a horror story.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, is it! And no, this is Ashcan so far. Like there's we are having a ridiculous episode and drinking and saying ridiculous shit, but like this is real.
Yeah, this is, and it's like it's been couched in the whole. It's almost like Lorispan was like clickbaiting people with the title, going small town rule story. There's one rule, and it really has nothing. It has very little to do with this so far. But internet stalkers in the 90s, that shit's creepy and horrifying.
Wouldn't it be crazy if there was a YouTuber or two that did this?
I don't believe that.
I don't believe that.
I listen to them talk daily.
Their voice is
so
just
they
so
are nice.
Yeah, they're so nice.
They must be good people. They can
that's
read.
Literally
they must be nice. Sorry.
That's the logic people applied to fucking what's his face, Ted Bundy,
Edward James Olmos. Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
That's the logic people applied to that one guy. Oh, Creepypasta, pedophile.
God damn it. Creepypasta, whose Skype name was Ted Bundy. He was friendly and flirty when messaging me and gave me attention that, I felt at the time, not many of my classmates or friends would afford me. After about a month, I considered him a friend, and in parentheses, probably even an online boyfriend, and told him exactly what town I live in, which is a bad idea.
Okay, back in 1999, that was an exciting new thing to have an online boyfriend. Nowadays
Abysmii knows firsthand.
I had so many. Like nowadays, it's you just met someone online and it's long distance, and do you really know them and all this stuff. But back then, it was like, ooh, you know someone online. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, online relationship showing enthusiasm. He said, "What if?"
He said, "What if?" And then the Marvel Studios logo appeared.
And ratings plummeted.
I mean, that's basically what God did when he, birthed his son Jesus. It's like, what if me, but a human?
Lol.
It was his first OC, a self-insert, a Mary Sue character.
Jesus is an OC.
Mm-hmm.
He really is. I mean,
he is though. Yeah.
I would like to see the what if thing where it's like, what if the Avengers had met online? In the AOL chat room.
I watched the first episode of What If purely because I was visiting my brother-in-law and we had nothing else to do. And it was just, what if Peggy Carter was Captain America? I was like, okay, that could be cool. It's the exact same story, but Peggy Carter is Captain America.
Okay.
That's the first episode?
That's the first episode. And it's like, okay, you did nothing with that.
That must have been like the second episode, because I watched the first episode too, and mine was different.
Oh, yeah? What was it?
What was yours?
Mine was like, what if Farah and Mercy had penises?
Oh, I see.
That's not Marvel. I know that Disney's probably going to buy Microsoft, who's going to buy Black Division, but,
Okay, so here's what you got to do. If you're going to watch, this goes for Abysmii and everybody out there listening, if you're going to watch the What If web series...
I'm not going to.
You have to... You have to avoid the episodes that seem as if they were written by fans.
So all of them?
Well, no. You can go with... It's not fantastic, but like the Zombies one based on an actual comic. all these things where it's like based on, actual comics. But then when you get to it's like, what if T'Challa was Star-Lord? You're like, okay, well that's just, what if the Minions were Doctor Who? Like, like those things you can avoid. The ones where it's like more high concept, those are okay. They're not great, but they're, interesting. What if all the Avengers had been murdered before their first mission? Like, that's different,
It's just all of it. Every premise is, what if blank? And I'm like, I don't care.
What if blank?
I don't care about any of this.
What if the movies were blank? Oh, boring.
Showing enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm here.
Buy my shit.
For a really great product. Wow.
Oh my god. Jeez. Oh, boy. Oh, the enthusiast.
God damn it.
He said that if he wanted, he could drive over for a visit some weekend. I was excited about it, since he seemed to be interested in me as a girlfriend. He even told me that he would buy me a Pikachu onesie. I told him
God damn it.
that maybe he should come down for one of our football games on a Friday night, and we could spend all day Saturday together.
And he said, oh boy, I love football, where they kick that little black and white ball around.
Oh, delightful.
I love, you could come over for, what do we do in a small town in the middle of nowhere? Football! Yeah, that's what it is.
He just
nothing else going on.
That's right.
He just types out, it's just like, well, I might get hydrated, so I might need a bowl of water. He just types it out like that, too.
How do you spell that?
BOT, comma, or apostrophe, LEO apostrophe WATTA.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's why he's the lawyer.
I've spent time in Britain. That Friday night, I lied and told my parents I was heading to the football game with friends. I told myself that it wasn't really a lie, though. It was. I did consider Andy as a friend, after all. We were supposed to meet at the A&W. Oh, you sweet summer child. Close to the school so we could have a proper date.
What is the A&W? Andy and Wiener?
Ass and
Wiener.
Yeah. The new hit single.
Ass and Wiener location.
The new hit rap single, Ass and Wiener. Ass and Wiener. Yeah, Ass and Wiener.
You got an ass and I got a wiener. Gonna put my wiener in your ass tonight.
Hey, sweetie, are you really going to that football game? Or are you going to that CDS&M bar, the Ass and Wiener?
Can we, when we cut an album, we have to have Ass and Wiener be one of the songs, because it could just be like Abysmii started, you've got an ass and I've got a wiener, and I've got an ass and you've got a wiener. Uh-oh.
What we gonna do? Uh-oh.
What we gonna do with these asses and wieners, yo? When Andy...
Why does everything we do come back to 90s rap? Really bad 90s rap.
Oh, don't call it a comeback. When Andy showed up, something was off. This is I'm at the right thing, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Something was off. It was his pants. I knew I would probably feel the quote-unquote butterflies in my stomach from nervousness when meeting with a person I only knew online. But I didn't expect such a Okay, Lorispan, don't start a sentence with but. Good God, Lorispan. Oh, good God.
Don't start a sentence with but. Start it with ass.
I can't believe I missed this in editing.
Started with wiener. But I didn't expect such a heavy weight in my chest when we greeted each other. It felt like all those floaty butterflies that I felt when I messaged him turned into lead bricks as he gave me a hug. He was ugly. That's what it is.
He was balding.
Yep. He had a little tiny pencil mustache.
He was had an anime shirt on. It was terrible.
Yeah. It was like my body knew that this was wrong. Yep.
We got some food and chatted for a bit in the restaurant.
We got henna tattoos.
Moo-moos.
Sorry, again.
We got henna tattoos at Inspector Moo-moos.
Inspector Tattoo Moose.
I write the Fleming Storage Unit Project. I can say that, hey, Inspector Moo-moos gave out henna tattoos the entire time.
Yep.
Yeah, I wrote the Fleming Unit Storage Project. Inspector Moo-moos is national chain. Everyone goes to it. Fuck you. Your story has changed now.
Can you believe that this drunken, homeless meth addict actually created the Fleming Storage Unit Project? Yeah, I created the Fleming Storage Myrtle.
That, folks, this is mean-spirited.
No.
most of them knew who I was, mainly because I wrote the Fleming Storage Unit Project. Mainly because they knew my parents. One of the cashiers came over and asked what I was going to be doing for the evening. Little ass and wiener play.
Yep.
Gonna do a little AWL, if you catch my drift. After she heard that we were going to the football game, she told me that it was
Welcome
a nice...
to the AWL, the Ass and Wiener League.
Damn it.
Absolutely.
Are you a pitcher or a catcher? Anyway.
Just fireworks going off. Well, Bill, we got a great match ahead of us.
God damn it. As you can see, he's got an ass, and yep, he's got a wiener.
And here's the kickoff. She told me
wiener.
that it was
There's the kickoff. Sorry.
Here at the scenic A&W dumpster.
So what is this? Is this like MMA fighting, but it's to see who can get the wiener into their ass first, or what?
I thought it was just a regular football game, but everyone has their pants off, but their shirts are still on. That's it.
God damn it.
And everybody's a little bit soft.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, men being half naked, everyone's like, oh, yeah, okay. But men having a shirt on and no pants, everyone's uncomfortable with it.
That's way more naked.
No one likes that. Something is wrong.
That's called a Pooh Bear, and some women pay extra for it.
Oh, bother. I've signed up for the Ass and Wiener League again. I can't do... No one can do Jim Cummings. I'm sorry. I can't do a Winnie the Pooh. This shit's impossible.
Cummings, Pooh. Can we please dig this out of the gutter? Come on.
Here at the A&W dumpster gutter.
What the fuck?
Gutter dumpster. She told me that it was a nice night and that we should walk the 2 blocks over to the school. Save fuel for longer rides later, she explained in a cheerful tone as she looked between the two of us.
All right. Andy seemed pedophilic. Andy seemed perturbed.
Damn it.
Andy seemed perturbed, but didn't make much of a fuss. He was British after all, and they're not prone to making a scene in public. As we left, I could see the congested line of cars heading up the street towards the school. We walked next to the line of cars, a few people who recognized me calling out to me as we passed. Hey!
Look out! You're dating a pedophile!
No! Get in the car!
Well, we keep putting this in there, and there is an element of stranger danger, but we don't know how old Andy is.
Oh, yeah, we do.
He's 23.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 23. Oh, okay. Listen, this episode...
We don't know anything about Andy. We know everything about Andy.
I mean, Andy, to be fair, Andy is more of like a Minecraft YouTuber name. But still.
What was the name of that one? He was like a singer. He was like this hot blonde guy, and like
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber, yeah.
No, he kept telling like his like young female fans like I just think it'd be funny if you shaked your ass in my face. I just think it'd be funny. He was like literally saying that to them.
Oh, Assy McFacerton.
He like headlined for the Ass and Wiener League.
God damn it. He's out there singing the national anthem before the game. Ass is shaking in his face.
Oh, beautiful, your ass in the face.
A&W dumpster gutter. Andy didn't pay much attention to the game. He wanted to be in the back corner of the stands, close to the stairs, away from all of the police, away out of where most people wanted to sit. I was reading it correctly and watched the game. While we were there, the feeling in my stomach got worse. So did the feeling on my ass as he... I'm going to back up.
Yeah.
Edit out that joke.
DP is going to back his ass up, edit it out.
Edit out the joke I was about to tell and read the story as it is. The feeling in my stomach got worse as he put his hands on my legs, trying to run his fingers inside of my thigh.
By which I mean he made incisions. Just trying to take my leg bones out.
So here, we can light up the author and say Lori made a mistake, but editor Abysmii let that slip through, put his fingers on the inside of my thigh.
Or thighs, plural.
I was drunk when I edited this, so, you know.
That is...
All right, now it's my turn to read.
That's on Lori. I'm a known alcoholic. Don't be like, I want the alcoholic to edit my story. It's a terrible fucking idea.
Now it's my turn to read.
Prassicor did the same thing with his children's book, and I'm just like, you want me to edit this? I'm retarded.
All right, now it's my turn to read. I'm Abysmii, and I hate going to court. I like drinking. Oh, wait.
Abysmii is so cool. I wish I could catch all of his shows.
I wish I could see Abysmii's A&W.
Stay tuned for my OnlyFans.
By the end of the first quarter, I was feeling uncomfortable and told him I had to go to the bathroom. I hate this so much because it's just like, I remember being a horny teen, and now I'm a horny adult. I remember being in that situation where it's like, I really want to feel the inside of your thigh, so I would just ask to do that, you know? It's like
they'd say no, and that was it, yeah.
Sure, yes.
Wait.
I can't imagine Brandon at a football game, though.
No, not at a...
I can't see that.
I went to a lot of the normie dances, though.
I fucking hate dances.
Do the normie
Not
dance. It's the normie dance.
I love going to gay nightclubs and just dancing my ass off.
Okay, gay nightclubs are different, but like school functions as dances were fucking stupid.
Ours were great because they just did not care. Like the booze was everywhere. Like there was the chaperones weren't paying attention. Well, they were paying attention. They just didn't care.
The chaperones were drinking.
We it was just
we were drinking with the chaperones.
I remember I was like, I don't know if I really want to go to this. Like guys, I don't know, blah blah blah. And then I get there and like immediately it's just like from the windows. I'm like, oh okay, cool. This isn't like a corny thing. All right,
that's the principal singing.
Yeah.
To detention in the hall. Y'all
all you delinquents crawl.
Yeah.
This is DJ Principal McWeathers.
God damn it. McWeathers.
This isn't your grandpa's prom.
Everybody post up for the AWL.
And now, the Wheels on the Bus Trap Remix.
The wheels on the bus go round the outside.
They just do the like little hey thing. They're like, hey, hey, oh. You know that like little trap breakdown that they put at the beginning of the
yes.
Yeah. Wasn't sure. By the end of the first quarter, I was feeling uncomfortable. Said I had to go to the bathroom Abysmii.
Now, the bathrooms were located behind the concession stand.
Is this what you're going?
Got the lemonade again.
No, this is Obama.
Now, the bathrooms were located behind the concession stand, a bit out of view from anyone on the field or in the stands. There was also a cornfield where Biden was making out with someone also touching on his toes. It was weird. I don't appreciate it.
God damn it.
There was a cornfield, about 1.5 acres. The school usually cut paths into this field for a corn maze event near the end of October, early November. The stalks were still somewhat green, so nothing had been done to prep the maze yet.
The maze? M-I-M-A-I. See, yeah, I get it.
No one has ever made that corn maze joke before.
Do you think that corn mazes were invented because of the wording, or do you think that naturally happened and then people were like, oh yeah, wait, there's no meaning in there?
I think we discussed it earlier in the episode. They were explicitly invented for losing your children.
Yeah, okay. Mm-hmm. I didn't notice that there was no one around the concession stand as I went around to the bathrooms. I also didn't notice that Andy had followed me. God damn it. Andy, this is not what your toys wanted for you when you grew up. God damn. You're supposed to go to infinity and beyond, not to 13 and beyond, okay? When I came out of the bathroom, there he was, smiling brightly as he closed the distance between us. Did you have a good poop? God damn. What a freak.
Andy pulled me in for a kiss, but it didn't feel right, so I pushed him back. He chuckled and told me that it was cute that I was being all shy. I shakily told him that
this guy's going to die, I hope, right? Like, he's going to...
Please.
Like a cornfield's going to grab him.
That's what we're being fed, and Lorispan does a good job of it.
Yeah. He's going to be turned into cornflakes, right?
I shakily told him that I wasn't comfortable with what he was doing, but he didn't seem to care as he tried to put his hand up my shirt.
Trying to get past him, I felt his hand grab my wrist, roughly pulling me back to him. I don't know why I didn't scream at that moment. Panic set in as I could feel his warm breath on my neck, the smell of chili dogs and Sonic and smoke wafting from his breath.
You were too slow! Andy pulled off a mask at Sonic. Pulls off mask, Sonic the Hedgehog. You were trying to leave our date, and that's not cool.
Remember, oh boy,
Sonic
remember, kids, if you can't outrun him, it's your fault.
Oh, Jesus. All the other kids with their pumped-up kicks. I don't remember how I got away from him. I don't remember running into the cornfields. Uh-oh. All I remember was the terror as I ran through the cornfield, leaf blades scratching at my face, arms, and legs as I passed. I remembered hearing an angry yell coming closer. I remember tripping and falling hard into the dirt. Okay, here we go. I hope it's a corn Wendigo. I hope it's a corn-to-go.
Corn-to-go?
I hope it's a corn walker.
A husker, if you will.
What if you had like a Wendigo, like when it's depicted with the antlers, but the antlers are corn stalks?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That would be a cool League of Legends skin for like a Wendigo character in League of Legends.
Well, they almost had one for Fiddlesticks, who was literally a fucking scarecrow, but now they reworked him and he sucks.
I love that League of Legends is just like, hey, we have a cool character, let's delete him. And I like that I want to talk about this instead of the very uncomfortable elements of the story.
Let's talk about Overwatch. Wait, no. We're right back again. Oh well.
I remember hearing this.
Oh, by the way, did you see Overwatch's new update where the skins are just white versions of all past skins?
Dude,
the clan update? What is that called? The fuck?
I love the like Overwatch archives remix volume 1, and then it's just we're white.
Yeah,
cool.
Overwatch, we're white. Okay, good.
I remember hearing the scraping of something moving through the rows of corn, seeing a large shadow move. Oh, it's Shadow the Hedgehog.
Shadow the Hedgehog. You've got to stop taking girls out into cornfields, Sonic. I have a gun.
Cool. What situation is this where Sonic is like pro-rape and Shadow is just like, stop being a rapist, and he's an edgelord for that?
Look, anyone who played Sonic Adventures 2 knows that the villain arc is the actual good guy arc.
Yeah.
Seeing a large shadow move past me.
Dr. Robotnik is just a drama YouTuber who's trying to expose Sonic all these years, and he keeps getting painted as the bad guy.
Sonic's so racist, I gotta blow up the moon to get your attention.
I didn't want to make this video.
I didn't want to make this video. The only comment is, yeah, right, fat plus bald plus weird mustache plus L plus fell off.
Plus ratio.
Yeah. Sonic has a cool voice. I like him. He's innocent.
Literally, though.
I'm Dr. Robotnik in real life. Fuck.
Did you know that Sonic is voiced by a black man? Are you racist? Seeing a large shadow move past me about 3 rows over, covering my mouth with trembling hands so as not to scream and give away my position. Feeling tears streaming down my cheeks as I wished that that this was just a nightmare.
I'll start taking 2 paragraphs. I remember hearing Andy's
voice.
This
isn't... I just don't understand that. Like, this is just a nightmare. This is clearly not Mr. Nightmare. This is Creepypasta.
Exactly.
Obviously. I remember hearing Andy's voice getting closer to my area, a low animalistic growl coming from somewhere ahead of me, getting closer as well. Listening as it went past me, the leaf blades of the corn stalks scraping against something in the dark corn rows. Listening as I heard Andy...
Wait a minute. Corn rows? Is this Knuckles? Those aren't cornrows, Slimebeast. I know, that's what you're supposed to say. But anyway, again.
Nah, man. It's alright.
God damn
I'm Knuckles.
Okay.
Fuck.
Listening as I heard Andy gave a startled shout before his voice muffled in what I could only believe to be horrified screaming. His muffled voice was soon drowned out by the sound of multiple corn leaves shuffling and scraping louder and louder in my ears. I shut my eyes tightly and tried to stay still, my heart pounding as my body trembled. It felt like hours before the sound subsided, and the cornfield was silent once again.
She is doing everything in her power to not let us say knees weak, arms heavy.
I admire her restraint.
I really... Okay, good.
I would do the exact opposite. I would write a serious horror story where it is a sexual assault scenario, and I would put knees weak, arms heavy in there, because everybody else wouldn't get it, except the target audience, who would think it was in 4 days.
I mean, I told you about that that court ruling, which was published, like it's statute, where the judge just slipped in tons of Macbeth reference or just Shakespeare references because it was about a haunted house and someone didn't disclose that it was fucking haunted. Like, just do it. The people who get it will appreciate it.
Yeah, like at one point he just put, at the end of a sentence, he put, Yorick, period. But yeah, I'm really hoping the creature in the corn, I'm hoping it's Jonathan Davis from Korn, and I hope that like the low grumbling and growling that's getting closer and everything is just like
a freak on a corn.
Alright, is this me now?
Yeah.
Eventually, I could hear the band playing during the halftime show. I opened my eyes and lifted my head, and angry. It sounded like the band... Oh, it is Korn. It sounded like the band was coming from directly in front of me. Trying not to make a lot of noise, I crawled in the dirt toward the sound of the school spirit song. The music got louder as I continued.
The school spirit song, and they're just all like, something takes a part of me.
God damn it.
Korn literally played a concert in a cornfield. Like, Korn is self-aware.
Yeah.
And I love them for that.
So, like, Chelsea never watched a bunch of South Park growing up, and I was like, do you want to watch the South Park episode where Korn shows up? And she's like, what? and then it's just, if you haven't seen it, it's just Korn acts like there's the Mystery Machine Gang from Scooby-Doo.
God damn it.
Yeah.
And she was just like kind of like having trouble wrapping her head around the comedy of it, because she was just like, I can't believe I'm witnessing this, and that this is like a real episode. Like, yeah.
No, it's a lost episode, Chelsea, you're cursed now.
Oh my god.
But I also like the idea that she goes to the school game and it's like, our team, the Fighting Corn Wendigos, was like...
Fighting Cornigos.
Alright. School spirit song. The music got louder as I continued, making me press on a bit faster, just wanting to get out of that field, away from Andy, away from whatever was in the darkness. All that I saw, all around me, absolute Corn Wendigo.
Soon, I could see the concession stand illuminated from behind by the bright lights shining over the football field. I got up and ran, not caring about the scrapes and cuts that were coming from all the rough corn leaves. I soon got out of the cornfield and headed around the building and into the mass of parents and children getting their snacks for the next half.
They all turned to me and said, snacks, and started pulling me apart and eating my flesh.
That would be such a turn for the story.
That would be, that'd be bonkers.
A lot of kids asked me what was wrong. I was covered in dirt and scratches, but not the adults. Several of the men went around the back of the building as a few of my friends' moms tried to console me as I stuttered and stammered. I don't think I even got a coherent sentence out. The relief of being in familiar faces and sounds overwhelmed my memory of what was being said around me.
So you got a few of the dads are like, we know what's going on. We're going to go check this out. Is that what we're saying here?
Yeah.
We know what
we
this
protect
is.
our own.
We're going to go look for that corn to go. We had a deal, corn to go.
Well, that is...
you get your fill of corn and then you go. Sorry, good.
It does seem to be a town where everybody knows everybody, and this guy is an outsider. So it does make sense that they're just like, this is not typical behavior for her. And then we also got the cue earlier on when they were at the asshole in Wiener League, where they were just like,
they marked him.
Hey, they marked him right there. They were just like, so what you doing later? So, like they knew that this kid was trouble. By kid, I mean Creepypasta.
23-year-old predator. Yeah.
It'd be interesting if this, and I don't want to predict too much, but it'd be interesting if it did turn out that some townspeople just killed this guy out in the cornfield.
Either way, it's cool. Like, if it's a supernatural thing, fine. If it's literally people waiting in the fields to shank a dude, like, either one's good.
Because there's nobody at the concession stand, and it's like, an empty area, like maybe it's
That's kind of the ashcan, like, mindset, though, is like, it could be a corn Wendigo, or it could just be a bunch of dudes who are pissed off.
Right.
Ultimately, it's the same thing. They're both, like, monsters. They're both righteous monsters.
It could be corn, With a K.
Two of the adults that were friends with my family took me out of there. One of them had to drive my car back to my house, probably due to the state I was in from the experience. When I got back to the house, I told my parents everything. The chat rooms, Andy, the meetup plans, what Andy did at the game, running into the cornfield and coming back out. They didn't say anything about how stupid I was for getting myself into the situation with Andy, or that I was just imagining things. My mom just sat next to me and held me tightly, as I let everything out.
All right, good deal.
Mm.
My dad and the other adults listened. This is a departure from pretty much every creepypasta trope of, my parents were shit-ass idiots who sucked.
Well, yeah, because we already had the horror.
Yeah.
That was decently set up and executed, so we don't have to lament it.
It's also an important thing to get out there. It's not good to moralize a bunch in your stories, but it is good to set an example of if you come forward with this kind of stuff and say I've made these mistakes, it's good to let people know your parents. There's shitty parents out there, but your parents probably won't be mad at you.
Right.
They'll probably just be happy that you got out of the cornfield.
And sometimes parents, and this, I don't know how young our audience skews. I hope it's not so young that anybody actually needs to hear this. But, sometimes parents are mad at you because they're mad at themselves. And, there's all this complicated shit where it's a lot of times, somebody will be like, how could you be so stupid as to do this? When really in their head, it's I can't believe I wasn't watching my kid and they did this.
Well, and this is 1989. It was, I met someone on the internet. What the fuck's the internet? How did you meet them? The parents don't know. This is all new.
Did they come out with the phone? What?
99.
Yeah.
You said 89.
I say, no, I said 99. I meant to say 99.
You said 1973, dude.
Elias, run that back.
Take that. Rewind it back. Abysmii's got the dates that make DP go, what? My dad and the other adults listened as I rambled. Dad whispered something to the others, but I was too... It was... Dad whispered...
My dad was Jonathan Davis.
Yes. Dad whispered something to the others, but I was too exhausted to care or pay attention. My mom led me to the bathroom to get cleaned up and head to bed. I didn't hear anything the next day about Andy. I know his car was gone. The staff of the A&W said that the car was still there when they closed for the night. They didn't have any fancy security cameras outside the building like most stores had nowadays. It's possible he got back to his car and left after he got out of the field, if he did.
And Andy went back to his home planet.
Andy died on his way back to Utah. Wherever he came from.
Where are we at?
When the cornfield.
When the cornfield hits your eye.
When Wendigos in the cornfield at the school finally started drying out and turning colors, and the school decided against the maze that year due to the finding a better location, they harvested that field as soon as they were able, leaving nothing but sharp, dried tillers of the stalks.
It does say leaving nothing by sharp, and it should be butt sharp, so...
butt sharp here.
Another thing I missed in editing.
I hope that this isn't why your Activision Blizzard lawsuit's getting thrown out.
It's one of the many contributors.
I managed to walk down and check the field after that. I wondered if I had just imagined something in the field and that I just got lucky while getting turned around in such a large area. I don't know what I expected to find. Maybe I was just hoping for an answer to what else was in the field. Maybe I was trying to find closure to what was running through my dreams at night. Maybe I just wanted to see how much worse things could have been. So this so far is really not giving us an answer. It could be a corn Wendigo, or it could be dudes just killing a rapist.
But either way, catharsis happens.
Catharsis. Yeah. But this person is looking for closure, and their subconscious knows that a bunch of dudes just went out there and killed the rapist, but her conscious mind doesn't necessarily know that.
There's a lot of instances of I don't remember what happened. I didn't hear what was said. I was, too afraid, and it was all very well explained why she doesn't recall enough.
There's I feel like in terms of authorial intent, and this is just a guess on my part, but the fact that the concession stand was empty, there was nobody around, even somebody to serve concessions, that could be just so nobody sees this guy try to grab her, and chase her into the cornfield. But, that could also have happened out of sight of the concession stand, when you're writing a story. So it almost makes me feel like a bit like it was vacated purposefully. Like, nobody was visible, nobody was around watching at that moment where, some people killed this guy. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah, no, it could be.
There's
a lot you could infer.
I mean, ultimately, if they're in the cornfield and they just find this guy in the cornfield, like, and they want to kill you, like, you're fucked, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you unless you're packing, like, nothing you can do.
Yeah, the locals have everything they need. They've got, the scythes, they've got the corn vision goggles that enable them to see through the corn. Got a leg up on you.
I didn't find anything that I was hoping for. To be fair, the combine tires probably ran over any tracks that may have been there. The only thing I did find was a set of keys. I don't know if they belonged to Andy or not, but if the keys were his and they were in the field, what happened to the car?
Bum, bum, bum.
I never looked further into it. I left town as soon as I graduated from school. I stayed in bigger cities, away from the field that I had grown used to in my childhood. I made a new life, a new family. I still get calls and visits from my folks, but I haven't stayed at my old childhood home in years.
But recently, my husband's work led us to move to a new town. One surrounded by cornfields. He's a corn inspector. The memories and terror from that night have come back in a nauseous emotional wave. I know it's not my hometown, not the fields of my youth. Even so, I tell my children, just to be safe, don't go into the cornfields at night. Really, what you should be telling them is don't talk to strangers on the internet. But still.
That too. Yeah, no, that too. But, like,
Both.
We can imagine this is, like, 20 years in the future where that's kind of like, yeah, no, don't talk to strangers on the internet.
Again, you can't just say, like, don't talk to strangers on the internet, because that's a terrible title for, like, clickbaitiness.
Mm-hmm.
And I do feel like this title is specifically designed to be like fuck you to rule pasta stories.
Right.
Yeah.
Small town rules, and it's basically one rule.
One rule. That's it.
Yeah.
And it has, like, meaning, and it's backed up by what happens in the story, unlike every fucking rule story.
Goddamn. I wonder if this was deleted from No Sleep. You don't see the monster. He doesn't
She's not
come
scared
out.
enough by the rapist.
What?
There's nothing. There's nothing in this story that's scary at all. What about the guy Andy? No, he's not a monster.
Why
Not
didn't
a
we
Wendigo.
find out how tall the corn Wendigo was?
Does the corn Wendigo have shoes?
How
His
am I
feet
supposed to
smell
be
like-
afraid of the corn Wendigo if I don't know how tall he is?
I look out my window and I don't see a cornfield, so it's not believable.
I see a cornfield. There's no corn to go.
Yeah.
Not believable.
My name's Andy, and I would never do this. Not believable.
You can't write this as a mod name, Andy.
Shit.
All of our shoes say Andy.
Every mod is named Andy.
My name's Andy, and I have Andy written on my shoes.
You got the friend in me.
What is this shoe story where the shoes come to life at night? They all have Andy written on the bottom.
Okay, that would be an interesting story that no one on No Sleep's gonna write.
Can we discuss the fact that Bump in the Night is objectively better than Toy Story?
Yeah.
Bump in the Night. What is that?
Yeah.
It is a sort of like claymation, weird-ass stop-motion TV show.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. I thought you were talking about like a Pixar-ish kind of thing, like recently. Yeah, I remember that. Mr. Bumpy, is it?
Yeah, Mr. Bumpy.
Mr. Bumpy, by the way, sounds like the name of a No Sleep villain. Don't read the rules of Mr. Bumpy at 3 a.m. in a cornfield.
That's in that episode.
This has been the Fear Fiction Podcast. Your hosts are Abysmii, Dead Palette, and Slimebeast. Music by Abysmii. Art by C.F. Comer. Voiceover by Atticus Jackson. Edited by Elias the Intern. Subscribe to Fearfic on YouTube to stay up to date on new episodes.
You're at the office late, working on the monthly quarter report. You work at a really swanky, important bank for big businesses, and you have to write a report on how many quarters you take in each month. It's a hard job, but you're a promising upstart. All the bigwigs are behind you, so now you're rewarded with working late. Everyone has already gone home, even the janitors, and the only light source is your desktop monitor. The number of quarters is up from last month and from last quarter. This is really going to impress your bosses, Putting you in charge of quarters was the right choice, which is funny because Greg Fasselback in accounting, the same department as yours, was almost granted the job instead. He can't even keep track of the silver dollars, let alone quarters. He got to where he is on account of his looks, especially his sexy receding hairline and appealing neck beard. And you got to where you are based on good old number crunching. Right as you're about to inspect the last quarter scan to make sure it's an authentic United States coin, you hear a machine flicker to life. You can't place what it is because you're so used to being in an office full of noisy machines working together to create a dull hum that hearing this machine alone sounds foreign and bizarre. It makes you aware of how silent everything has been. Your eyes dart around to see any signs of life when you spot a light near the office water cooler. You dart over to inspect what it is, possibly the copying machine coming to life. Indeed, all your darting has paid off because it is the copy machine, printing a lot of something. Inspecting the images on the Xerox paper, it's a butt. But it's not just any butt, it's your butt. Your butt. Your naked butt, clearly attached to the rest of you. When did this picture get taken? How did it even end up here? Suddenly, you hear a loud beep come from your desktop PC. You dart back to your desktop to see an email has been CC'd to the entire company email list. It contains the picture of your butt.
At Bunny Bureau on Twitter is an interesting Twitter account.
GDP. GDP, what kind of pornography is this?
Go check out Bunny Bureau on Twitter, bunny_bureau. Ooh, it's so crazy and interesting. Oh, it's such cool, interesting art.
What kind of nude erotic art is it, DP?
It is not nude or erotic unless
unless you're into vor, which DP is.
Unless maybe.
What the fuck is this character?
Oh, he's just plugging a thing.
Oh, I see. So, can you do a sketch where you're at like the World's Fair, like in the distant past, and you're doing that for some kind of really mundane item where it's like, oh my god, wow, 4-pronged forks, whoa, more than 3, oh wow,
bread that is already sliced, wow.
This is just Mr. Poopy Butthole, but even more fucking
No, I think it's one of the characters from The Baby, the Immigrant, and the Guy on Mushrooms.
What isn't that just when we had King Mob on the show? And that's 3 of us.
It's like an old cartoon sketch. It's like, everything is interesting for the baby, the immigrant, and the guy on mushrooms.
Oh, God.
Remember that?
Now I do, because you're saying the jingle. Holy shit.
Nope.
I've not thought about that in ages.
Is this like a Newgrounds cartoon or what?
No, it was on
Central?
PBS?
Comedy Central, yeah.
Yeah.
They had like I forget what the name of it was, but it was like a collection of different like sketches and like little bits and stuff. Anyway, Bunny Bureau on Twitter. There is no underscore. I lied. Anyway, point is,
surprise, bitches! There's the plot twist.
I made it up. Ha ha. No bunnies for you.
What is Bunny Bureau? What does this person do?
Probably post pictures of bunnies, I'm guessing.
Probably something naked like bunnies. That. Yeah. No. Why bunny you gotta girls? Make everything, no.
Mm-hmm. Were you going to say, why do you have to make everything sexual, and then realize that that's what you do 90% of the time?
All right, let me check this out.
Why I edit that out.
I'm checking this out. I'm going to twitter.com/bunnybureau. Okay. Bunny ears drawn onto dick pics. Okay. That's what it is.
Yeah, we can end that there. That's
perfect. No, cut it right there.
That's what it is.
Fuck me. Okay.
That's Abysmii's plug for fucking him.
Fuck me.
Just jams dick in throat.
God damn it. Jesus Christ.
Dick and Throat's here for